Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us might not even realize affects our daily lives: self-respect. You see it every day. People walking around like they don't even matter, letting others walk all over them, not speaking up for themselves. It's heartbreaking. So how do you know if you're on shaky ground? Here are 20 things you might be doing because you have no self-respect. Many think taking care of themselves is selfish. But if you don't look out for number one, who will? Ignoring your needs shows you don't value yourself. Make time for what you enjoy, say no when needed, and remember, you deserve care too. Do you find yourself constantly saying, "I'm sorry"? And not just for things that aren't even your fault? "Oh, I'm sorry, is this chair in your way?" Constantly apologizing sends the message that you don't believe you deserve to take up space. Stand tall, speak clearly, and don't be afraid to take up space. You deserve to be respected. People who don't respect themselves often become magnets for those who want to take advantage. They're easy targets for manipulation, abuse, and exploitation. Why? Because they don't believe they deserve any better. They settle for crumbs because they don't think they're worthy of the whole loaf. Let me tell you something. You deserve to be treated with respect. You deserve to be with people who value you, appreciate you, and uplift you. Don't settle for anything less. Listen, having boundaries isn't about being mean or selfish. It's about protecting your energy, your time, and your sanity. It's about knowing what you will and will not tolerate. Think of your boundaries as a fence around your property. Without boundaries, people can just waltz right in and take whatever they want. They'll take your time, your energy, your resources, and leave you feeling drained and depleted. Decide what's important to you, what you're comfortable with, and what's non-negotiable. Communicate those boundaries clearly and enforce them consistently. We all have that little voice inside our heads, the one that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough. It's the voice of self-doubt, the voice of fear, and the voice of low self-esteem. And let me tell you, that voice is a liar. It feeds on your insecurities and magnifies your flaws. It's time to silence that negative committee and start practicing some positive self-talk. Challenge those negative thoughts, replace them with affirmations. Look, I get it. Love is powerful. You want to believe the best in the other person. But love shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't leave you feeling drained. Constant drama means a toxic relationship. Staying in one shows a lack of self-respect. You are worthy of love. You deserve someone who treats you well. Let's talk about self-care for a minute. And I'm not talking about bubble baths and face masks, although those can be nice too. I'm talking about taking care of your physical and mental health. Are you eating nutritious foods? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you exercising regularly? Are you taking care of your mental health? Your body is your temple. When you take care of yourself, you're sending a message to yourself and to the world that you are worthy of love, care, and respect. Conflict is a part of life. It's unavoidable. How you handle conflict shows your self-respect. Do you shy away from confrontation? Stand up for yourself, speak your truth, and set boundaries. It's an opportunity for growth. Constantly seeking validation from others is a sign of low self-esteem. It's the need for approval, to be liked by everyone. But you can't please everyone. Trying to will make you lose yourself. Focus on your own needs, values, and intuition. You matter. We all have dreams, aspirations, goals, things we want to achieve in life. But what happens when we stop pursuing those dreams? What happens when we let fear, self-doubt, or the opinions of others hold us back? We stop growing. We become stagnant. We settle for a life that's less than what we're capable of. Your dreams are important. They're a reflection of your passions, your desires, and your potential. Don't let them die. Nurture them. And most importantly, take action. There's nothing wrong with hard work, but there's a difference between working hard and being a workaholic. When you're constantly working, when you're sacrificing your health, your relationships, and your own well-being for your job, it's often a sign that you're trying to fill a void. You're trying to prove your worth, to yourself and to others, through your accomplishments. But here's the truth. Your worth is not determined by your productivity. You are worthy simply because you exist. And it's time you started believing that. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew you should speak up but you didn't? Maybe you were afraid of confrontation. Let me tell you something. Your voice matters. It's time to find your voice. In today's social media-driven world, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. We're constantly bombarded with images of other people's seemingly perfect lives, and it's easy to start feeling like we don't measure up. But here's the thing, social media is a highlight reel. It's a carefully curated version of reality. You are unique and worthy just the way you are. Have you ever had someone compliment you and you immediately brushed it off? Oh, this old thing? Or, it was nothing really. If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with accepting compliments, especially when they have low self-esteem. But here's the thing, when you reject a compliment, you're rejecting the giver's kindness. The next time someone gives you a compliment, try this. Look them in the eye, smile, and say thank you. It's a small act, but it can make a big difference in how you feel about yourself. We all have an inner critic, that voice that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or thin enough. But for some people, that inner critic is particularly loud and persistent. It can be a constant source of stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. If you're struggling with a harsh inner critic, it's time to start practicing some self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. Be kind, be understanding, and most importantly, be forgiving. It's all part of the human experience. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to let self-care fall by the wayside. We're so busy taking care of everyone and everything else that we often forget to take care of ourselves. But here's the thing, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're feeling run down, stressed out, and burnout, you're not going to be able to show up for yourself or for anyone else. It's time to start making time for yourself. Do something that brings you joy and fills your cup. Respect is a two-way street. You can't expect others to respect you if you don't respect yourself. And one of the best ways to show yourself respect is to set boundaries with others. Boundaries are essentially limits that you set on how others are allowed to treat you. Setting boundaries can be difficult, especially if you're used to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict. But it's important to remember that you have the right to say no to things that are simply not good for you. We live in a world that often encourages us to suppress our emotions. We're told to toughen up and not be so sensitive. But emotions are not weaknesses. They signal something important. Suppressing them makes things worse. They can lead to anxiety, depression, or illness. Express your true feelings constructively. Find an outlet that works for you. You deserve the best in all areas of your life. Your relationships, your career, your health, your finances. You deserve to be surrounded by people and things that bring you joy, that challenge you to grow, and that make you feel valued and appreciated. Settling is like choosing to eat a stale sandwich when a gourmet meal is available. It's accepting the bare minimum when you're capable of so much more. Start by identifying the areas of your life where you're settling. Then, start taking action to make it happen. Remember when you were a kid and you were passionate about everything? You couldn't wait to learn new things, to explore new places, and to try new things. Somewhere along the way, many of us lose that spark. We get bogged down by the responsibilities of adulthood, and we forget to make time for the things that bring us joy. But here's the thing, your passions matter. They're a source of energy, creativity, and fulfillment. It's time to reconnect with your passions. Make time for those things. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. And share this video with anyone you know who might be struggling with their own self-respect. Remember, self-respect is a journey, not a destination. It's about making a conscious choice to value yourself, to treat yourself with kindness, and to set boundaries with others. It's about recognizing your worth, pursuing your passions, and living a life that's true to yourself. Take care of yourself and see you in the next video.